Hi ladies, welcome to Victorian Cowgirl Posh in Sedona, Arizona. I'm Jessica, and today we're going to talk about some Johnny Was pieces that have just arrived into the store. So it's an exciting time of year. We're just on the cusp of when we'll get a little bit heavier deliveries for a while. So I know everybody always enjoys the Johnny Was line. It's a very popular line even with my tourists. You know, I have a lot of people that come through and they recognize a piece and they love it and they're, oh, of course, it's Johnny Was. So very recognizable brand quite often. What we have today is going to be a mixture of tops and dresses and a few different pieces. I'm loving this color palette, this first color palette for fall. I did a little bit of a color family, so you'll see a lot of the same blue throughout and some rusts and some dusty pinks and things like that. But we're just going to go ahead and start now with this. Wow, this is a beautiful velvet dress. I just loved this color. I love how they've decorated this one, and the back, the sides, everything. Like, it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. So whether you're wearing this plain, whether you're choosing to belt it, what do you want to do with it? This is going to be a beautiful piece. For those of you who are more of the leggings person, you know, it's something that's a length that's going to work with your leggings too, and just more of a tunic top, but I thought that dress was just gorgeous for the store. Now, our other dress in this collection is one of the things that I think people love most about the Johnny Was line, the meshes that they do. So this is a long tiered mesh dress, and we've got a lot of these little squares of colors and patterns that you're seeing playing into this. So that's something that's been trending for a while. You know, some of it's been done in crochets. You hear this term granny squares out there. But again, here they've just played all these colors beautifully together, and they've just done a simple elastic waist. And this one does come with the little slip liner underneath too. Girls, this is $280. So I know sometimes Johnny Was has that little bit of a hesitation because of price point, but please don't think that's on every piece. I'm trying to be more conscious about watching that too and not bring in some of the crazy price ones, but also some of the crazy price ones are stunning, so I have to. Now we're moving on to the top that I have on. So I'll show the back as I hold it here. Almost has a little bit of a travel theme and a postage stamp theme, but throughout they've got this beautiful floral pattern. On the front of it, it talks about luxury, 87, flowers, Johnny Was, Los Angeles, California, love. So they're incorporating some of their own story into this piece too. I love the cuff embroidery. In the background, there's actually a very tonal print of an animal pattern. I don't know if that picks up on the video at all. Like really, unless you're looking at this top closely, I don't feel like you really spot that. So that's kind of a hidden gem in this top. Now we're going to move on to some silks and silk blends. This one is going to be just your little boxier shirt, and just a little bit of sleeve cover then comes down over the shoulder. We look at the back, we've got some embroidery detail that goes across the back yoke. All throughout this one, they've done a little, it's not a whip stitch, but they've done a little stitch on the hems, on the sleeve hems, and then of course it's got this beautiful lapel detail done, all in the same tones of the shirts. Oh, thought that was so, so beautiful. Now later this season, we'll also have one of their Sherpa jackets coming in that same colorway. Moving on to another silk shirt. As you see the movement in this, such a lightweight, airy silk. This one's got a beautiful print to it. This one has no embroidery on it, but we've got a cool dragon pattern and lots of florals and a little bit of striping and other designs incorporated, but just very strong color palette in that one. I thought that one was just very interesting, a very different look for some of the Johnny Was collection. Now the last three pieces are going to be a little kimono. This one is a short, almost bolero jacket style kimono. Just left open, we've got some bell sleeve on it. This again is their beautiful velvet. And when we look at the back of this, look at some of those great colors that they bring out. We've got some blues and some more vibrant berry tones in there. So I thought that one was just gorgeous. This is one that's going to be so easy to dress up or dress casually. Now, this piece that I have on my mannequin, I'll show the back to you, left very simply. This is more of their crepe silk material, just very clean design, very light and airy. Again, this cool lapel is just gorgeous, and so that's what they really use to accent this piece. And I just loved what colors it adds in that, because then, you know, I've done it here with just a neutral tone slip dress, but you'd be able to pull out any one of those colors. And then lastly, burnout velvet. How many of us just love the burnout velvets from Johnny Was? So this one's interesting. It has a very similar lapel to what we saw there, but actually that is probably the same lapel, but now we've moved into the burnout velvet fabric in this really cool colorway and mix of patterns and little bits of different tones. Some of it very sheer and then others more heavily left in the velvet itself. So that's going to be a gorgeous option for you too. These last kimonos are a little bit boxier and flowier, and they're just going to come down a little bit longer too, more of that tunic length. So be sure to check out our Facebook homepage. We're going to style different outfits in Alex and I, so you can get some inspirations, maybe think of something mixing and matching that you can do in your own closet with these new pieces. If you have questions, give me a call or shoot me a message on Facebook, and I can hopefully help get those answered right away. Thank you so much.